Hey, what's going on, guys? Chip here, and today we're bringing you guys part 2 of our quest to beat the Mega Crab from Dr. T. So let's go ahead and get right into it here. This is starting off on stage 6, obviously, because last video we left off on stage 5. So let's go ahead and start up here. We are using the Heavy Zuka just like last video, and we're going to go ahead and push into basically the center of this base to just try to go for a snipe. There's cannons on the right side, there's snipers on the left. All we got to do is park our troops in the middle, and we should be able to go for a perfect snipe. So as you can see, I'm strategically taking out defenses that are going to be able to affect us and maybe prevent us even from taking out the base. But honestly, Hyper Barrage comes in, Heavies and Zukas go to work, and then it's going to be GG for Mega Crab Stage 6. So I highly suggest that you guys use this strategy, and we're going to go ahead and get right into our second stage of the video, Mega Crab Stage 7 here. So let's go ahead and do it. We got a Power Powder, we got 190k gold, and we also get a free attack for beating that specific stage, or any stage that you beat. You get one attack, and that's to prevent, or that's to enable you to keep going in the case that you beat each one with only one attack. But you can use multiple attacks on one. You get a new attack every 3 hours, and the entire event lasts for 1 week. I don't know if this is going to be just a one-time thing, which we're going to get massive loot from, or if it's going to be a weekly thing, and this is just the first one, so they were hyping it up. I honestly don't know, but I think it's an amazing event because it gives you so much loot. It's going to encourage people to do this, because I was able to upgrade a landing craft, and I'm never able to upgrade a landing craft because it takes so much loot to get it to get your landing craft to level 17. So I'm so happy that they introduced this event. So as you can see, we're going to push in this one. This one is a little bit of a long one. Each one of these vents, like I talked about in the last video, bring one platform. So the vents that are being used, the vents that are being used, each hold one platform. So in this case, it's pretty much the ones on the right side. As you can see, those heavies are being stunned for, the left side, my bad, not the right side. The heavies are being stunned for a very long time due to that shock mine, and that's something that you have to keep an eye out for, because if the shock mine keeps your heavy in place for a long amount of time, then it's going to give the defenses more time to shoot him. And then the lower levels, it's not as bad because the defenses don't do as much damage, especially since the heavies are like level 19. But as you get into the higher levels, you got to be careful. And there's the perfect shock bomb right there, getting a lot of those defenses completely nailed. Here we go with the barrage. Just clear those mines. I mean, the mines can be very important just to clear out and just, get back to normal. So, or get back to, just defenses. As you can see, there's a lot of shock mines. One thing I've noticed is that there's a lot of shock mines on the Mega Crab event, and I'm not sure why. It's probably just because they're trying to prevent people from prevent the high people from just walking through these bases. But if you use Heavy Zuka, you can still do it because the heavies can take most of the shock. But as you can see, the duration of the shock is pretty substantial. And last but not least, that HQ looking incredibly beefy. The art on that is fantastic. Not sure who did it, but it was just absolutely amazing. So let's go to Mega Crab Stage 8 and continue our reign over Dr. Terror right now. So let's go ahead and move on here. We got almost at 6 million gold from this, doing incredibly well. Like I said in the last video as well, I'm not a very hardcore pusher or anything, and that's why I'm only at 400 victory points. However, I do like to upgrade my landing craft so I can use the fun strategies like say Scorchers or tanks. So that's why I like this event, because it doesn't require you to be raiding all the time and have to stay on for 8 hours at a time. Be in raiding, so you don't lose all your resources, but because you could come on, you could do some raids, and you could spend it because it's so much at one time that it doesn't require that much labor. So Mega Crab Stage 8, moving on to our third stage of the day. As you can see, this one shouldn't be too bad either. We just basically have to pick a side. You can see it's opening us up to 3 possible options. And so it looks like for this one, we're probably going to go from the right side. I'm going to go ahead and go with a one-shot on those machine guns back there. Probably a 2-shot on those cannons, and just kind of picking off the buildings that are going to be able to do a lot to my heavies, because the heavies are, like I always say, soaking up that damage. Zukas have to do the damage, so if the heavies go down, the Zukas do not have a lot of time before they fall as well. So as you can see, I'm trying to keep them out of this left side. I want to keep them over to the right as they can push up and then just snipe the HQ. That's kind of the goal. So I'm going to go ahead and get that boom cannon double hit it with the goop. By the way, the goop animation is absolutely fantastic. I love it. And we're going to go ahead and continue working over to probably about this top right side of the base. So as you can see, one heavy with those Zukas on the very bottom corner of your screen. We're going to eventually want to get them out of there because that heavy looks like it's going to go down. up there, it seems like they're going so well, and there's a lot of critter collectors down there. So right now we just kind of let the Zookas and the Heavy go ham, and there's the reflare. It possibly will be too late because the Heavy does still have to get out of there. He was shocked from a shock mine. The snipers are shooting at him, but he has a ton of health, and he will be able to reposition in time. So Critter's actually going ham up there. It looks like once one critter collector got unlocked, all those critters started unlocking the other critter collectors, and they started just going ham on the single shot defenses because those can fall very quickly to critters because it can be an overwhelming amount of damage very quickly. So let's go ahead and get right into Mega Crab Stage 9 here, the fourth of the video, and yeah. This is going to be, so 6 million gold is going to, if we get this, plus the resource reward statue, it is going to be 364,000 gold, over 100, almost 200,000 wood, and just a lot of stone and iron. So let's go ahead and get that artillery on them. I hope you guys are enjoying. Go ahead and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and if you want more Boom content in the future. Boom is obviously awesome, as most of you guys know. Let's go ahead and flare over to this side. Heavy's taking a lot of damage from the flame, or not a lot of damage, I shouldn't say that. They are taking damage from the flamethrowers, but it's really not a lot. One, because the flamethrowers aren't very high level, and two, because it's heavies, so heavies have a lot of health, and flamethrowers are mostly meant for splash damage, like riflemen or Zookas, or something that's going to fall really quickly if they have them in mass numbers. So that's why when Hammerman attacks us, and he has medics with his rifles, it's really effective because the flamethrowers damage them, but they're not able to take them out fast enough to when the medics can counteract. So that's a very strong strategy if your medics are pretty high level. So there we go. There goes the explosion. I love the lightning strike explosion. Looks absolutely fantastic. And we're going to go ahead and move on to stage 10. Losing 2 Zookas and 1 medic in that situation. Stage clear, free attack. Almost 6.5 million gold at this point. We need to find something to upgrade. Probably, it looks like we're going to do the tanks just because I love having, I've heard about how people love having max level or close to max level tanks. Very, very effective at high levels. And I kind of want to get in on that action. So looks like we're going to be getting them to level 9 there. And let's go ahead and just start moving on this one. So same one as last video. If you guys saw last video, it's just a narrow path up to the HQ. Although obviously in this one, since it's level 10, or stage 10, the levels are going to be higher. So this one I only dropped the heavies because I know that the heavies can finish off that shock launcher pretty easily. There we go. Just a couple bullets from the heavies and they're going to be down. So here we see a massive amount of cannons actually. So we're going to go ahead and flare them back, let all the heavies and Zookas come in at the same time, let the critters be unleashed so they can take some of the damage for it, and then flare immediately to the cannon, and that way all the damage will be focused on those cannons while they're shocked. So here comes the second one, right on top of the boom cannon, will allow you to get that 3x3 shock bomb on all 9 defenses. So here we go. By the time the second shock bomb runs out, pretty much all of them are going to be down, and we're not going to need another one. So let's go ahead and continue working from there. The cannon can't affect anything, and now we're just going to have to focus on these boom cannons up here, and then last but not least the mortars, which really we don't even need to worry about because they're not very effective. So here comes everybody. We're going to get that shock bomb on those defenses once again to get them subdued because those are the most important defenses left on this entire map. And once those are down, as you can see, they're going down right now. We're not going to have much of a problem. I actually do a barrage to get rid of those mines, like I said, because the mines can be very good, and that is a terrific animation. You could see the barrage missiles coming everywhere and covering the entire map, and we basically have this HQ trapped in the corner. Everybody must take cover in that HQ because it is going to fall. So that is going to be it for the Mega Crab Stage 10. We will see you guys in Part 3, numbers 11 through 15, and yeah, peace out, guys.